Hello, my dear friends, and welcome back to Silver and Smart. It's wonderful to have you here. We spend so much of our lives preparing for what's to come. We plan for careers, for families, and for retirement. But what about that next great chapter, the one after 80? It's a time many of us imagine to be a gentle winding down, a slower, softer version of our 70s. But what if I told you that the golden years hold a few surprises? Some unexpected truths that can catch us off guard if we're not prepared. This period of life isn't just about slowing down, it's a time of profound transformation where our bodies and minds begin to speak a new language. For some, it's a journey of continued vitality, while for others, it presents challenges they never saw coming. From little things like how a minor cut heals to bigger shifts in our sleep and energy. The secret to a beautiful, independent life in these years often lies in our ability to listen to these new signals and respond with wisdom and grace. In this video, we're going to pull back the curtain on 8 of these great truths. These aren't just old wives' tales, they're researched based on the real life experiences of countless individuals who are living long, purposeful lives. By the time we're done today, you'll have a clear guide on what to expect and, more importantly, how to approach these changes with confidence. And please stay with me until the very end because the last point is something we almost never talk about, yet it's the most critical for your overall well being. Let's dive in. Number one, your body's new relationship with medicine. The first truth is how differently our bodies process medication. Think about it. A pill you've taken for years with no trouble can suddenly start feeling too strong, or it might bring on new side effects you've never experienced before. This shift happens because our body's internal systems, especially the liver and kidneys, become a bit more relaxed in their duties of filtering and clearing out substances. Our circulation changes, and even the way fat and muscle are distributed can affect how long a medication stays in your system. It's not a problem, it's simply a new reality that requires a different approach. Let's look at 2 friends, George and Alan, both 83. George sees his doctor regularly, and every year they go through his medications, adjusting dosages and discussing any changes in how he feels. Because of his careful and proactive nature, he stays stable and avoids major issues. Alan, on the other hand, just keeps taking the same pills he always has. He starts feeling a bit lightheaded and weak, but he dismisses it as just getting old, not realizing his body is speaking to him, telling him the medication is too much. Ignoring these signals can lead to serious consequences, from unexpected falls to confusion. If you notice a difference in how you feel after taking your meds, don't hesitate to bring it up. The good news is this is often the easiest thing to fix. Keep an up to date list of your prescriptions and never be shy about asking your doctor if a lower dose might be better for you. Your body at 80 is a different machine than it was at 60, and its needs have changed too. Number two, the gentle contraction of your frame. The second unexpected truth is a physical one. Many people find they seem to shrink a bit after 80. You might notice you've lost an inch or two in height, and your posture isn't as straight as it used to be. This is more than just a cosmetic change. It's a sign that the very foundation of your body, your bones and muscles, is losing some of its density and strength. The discs in our spine naturally compress, and our bones can become more fragile. Imagine Linda and Carol, both 81. Linda still stands tall and moves with a steady grace. She makes time for gentle stretching, stays active with walking, and eats foods that support her bones. Carol, on the other hand, notices her shoulders beginning to hunch and her back curving. She has trouble reaching for things on high shelf and sometimes feels unsteady. The difference isn't their age, It's the attention they've given to supporting their skeletal structure. A decline in posture can increase your risk of falling and can even affect your breathing. But it's not an unchangeable fate. Simple habits can make a world of difference. Gentle stretching, light resistance exercises, and making sure you get enough calcium and vitamin D are crucial. Even something as simple as standing with your back against the wall for a few minutes a day can improve your body awareness. Remember, a strong posture isn't just about looking good, it's about safeguarding your independence and confidence in every step you take. If any of these insights are resonating with you, I'd love for you to share. Please go ahead and comment number 2 below so I know you're with me. Your engagement helps me so much.
3. When the body takes its time to recover. Here's our third truth. After 80, even the smallest setback can feel like a marathon. A simple cold that used to last a few days might linger for weeks, and a minor cut or bruise seems to take forever to heal. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a reflection of a deeper reality. Our immune systems, our circulation, and our cellular repair processes all slow down. Our bodies simply don't bounce back as quickly as they used to. Consider Harold and James, two friends at 82. Harold catches a cold, but after a couple of days of rest and some warm soup, he's up and about feeling mostly back to normal. James catches the very same cold, but it hangs on, leaving him drained and vulnerable for weeks. The difference isn't luck. It's a matter of how well their bodies are maintaining their overall resilience. A slow recovery is a clear signal from your body that it needs more support. It's asking for better nutrition, more hydration, and gentle activity to keep the blood flowing. The good news is you can help. Simple steps like eating protein-rich meals and staying physically active can build up your body's ability to repair itself. Your recovery speed is a window into your resilience. 4. The night becomes a different place. The fourth truth is one of the most common complaints I hear: a sudden shift in sleep patterns. Sleep that was once deep and uninterrupted can become broken by frequent awakenings, or you might find yourself awake at dawn, hours before you want to be. This isn't just a nuisance. The quality of our sleep directly impacts our daytime energy, our memory, and our overall health. Good sleep is when our bodies repair, hormones balance, and our brains clear out toxins. When it's irregular, everything from our mood to our heart health can be affected. Think of Charles and Edward, both 82. Charles follows a consistent bedtime routine, avoids heavy meals at night, and gets morning sunlight to help regulate his internal clock. He consistently gets about 7 hours of restful sleep and wakes up feeling refreshed. Edward, however, tosses and turns all night. He feels exhausted the next day. And over time, his low quality sleep begins to affect his concentration and even his blood pressure. If you find yourself waking often or feeling tired even after a full night in bed, don't just write it off as aging. There are simple steps you can take to create a better sleep environment, a calming routine, lowering the lights in the evening, and keeping your bedroom cool and comfortable. Pay attention to your nights, because how you rest will shape how much energy and joy you can bring to your days. If you're still with me on this journey, please let me know by commenting number 4 below. It truly means the world to me. 5. The fading palette of taste and scent. Our fifth truth is a decline in our senses of taste and smell. Meals that once sang with flavor can begin to taste bland, and favorite foods may not bring the same enjoyment. This isn't just about missing out on pleasure, my dears. It has a deeper impact on our health. Taste and smell are closely tied to our appetite and digestion. When they fade, it becomes easier to skip meals or to choose less nutritious options, which can weaken the body over time. Consider Alice and Dorothy, both 84. Alice still looks forward to meals and enjoys a variety of fresh foods. She uses herbs and spices to enhance flavors, and as a result, she maintains her strength. Dorothy, on the other hand, notices that her coffee no longer has the same rich taste. Her appetite fades as she starts to lose weight without realizing it. She's taking in fewer nutrients, leaving her tired and vulnerable. A loss of taste and smell is often linked to the natural aging of nerves, medication side effects, or even sinus issues. The good news is there are ways to adapt. Experiment with new herbs and spices, focus on the texture and colors of your food, and stay socially engaged during meals. It can make all the difference. Ask yourself, am I still truly enjoying my food, or has my appetite changed?
The sixth truth is a subtle but surprising one. Our skin becomes more delicate. A light bump can leave a dark bruise, and even a small scrape can take longer to heal. This happens because our skin naturally thins with age, and the protective fatty layer underneath begins to recede. Circulation slows, and our body's production of collagen and natural oils diminish. Think of Helen and Ruth, both 85. Helen has learned to care for her skin with gentle soaps, regular moisturizing, and protective clothing when she goes outside. Her skin, while thinner, still holds its strength and heals with care. Ruth, on the other hand, doesn't think much about her skin. She skips lotion, spends time in the sun without protection, and often has bruises and tears on her arms. These aren't just cosmetic marks, they are signs that her body's defenses are weaker. Fragile skin is more than a matter of appearance. It can open the door to infections and discomfort. But you can make a big difference with small habits. Stay hydrated, eat foods rich in vitamins, use moisturizers, and protect your skin from the sun. Your skin tells the story of your body's resilience. By caring for it daily, you protect your comfort and independence for years to come. If you're still watching this video, I'd love for you to comment number 6 below. It's so helpful to know you're here with me. 7. When your balance takes new turn. Our seventh truth is one that can be truly alarming: a decline in balance and reflexes. You might notice moments of dizziness when you stand up, a sudden wobble, or a slower reaction when you trip. These are not small inconveniences, they are signals from your coordination and nervous system. Falls are one of the biggest risks for older adults, and our slowed reflexes make recovery much harder. Consider Leonard and Philip, two men at 82. Leonard practices simple balance exercises daily, like standing on one foot or walking heel to toe. His movements are steady and he feels confident walking on uneven ground. Philip, however, ignores the feeling of unsteadiness. He moves more cautiously, but he doesn't actively work on his balance. One day, he trips on a rug and isn't quick enough to catch himself, leading to a painful fall. The difference wasn't luck, but the attention they gave to maintaining their balance. The encouraging news is that balance can be trained at any age. Gentle activities like Tai Chi or even practicing standing up from a chair without using your hands can rebuild stability. Make your home safe by removing tripping hazards and wear sturdy shoes. Paying attention to how you move is the key to protecting your safety and independence. And here we are at our final, most important point. While we often focus on physical health, the emotional and mental well being of our later years is just as vital. The great unveiling after 80 is how deeply the need for emotional connection grows. Loneliness can be as dangerous as any physical ailment, quietly affecting both body and mind. Strong social ties are linked to longer lives, sharper memory, and even healthier hearts. Think of Betty and Irene, two women at 83. Betty stays in touch with old friends, calls her grandchildren, and joins a community group each week. She laughs often, feels supported, and looks forward to each day. Irene, on the other hand, spends most of her time alone. She's lost touch with friends and rarely reaches out to her family. Over time, her mood drops, she feels weaker, and her health suffers. The contrast between them is powerful. Connection isn't just companionship, it is medicine for the soul. If you find yourself spending more time alone, it may be tempting to believe it's normal, but this isolation takes a quiet toll.
The good news is that small steps can rebuild connection. Call an old friend, join a club, or simply invite a neighbor for a cup of coffee. These moments of closeness keep your brain active and your spirit nourished. At 80 and beyond, emotional connection is not a luxury, it is a lifeline that protects your sense of meaning and independence. My dear friends, we've covered a lot today. Now that you know these 8 truths, take a moment to reflect. Have you noticed your body taking longer to heal or perhaps a change in your balance? Have your meals lost some of their taste? Or are your nights not as restful? Maybe you found yourself longing for more connection. The good news is that these aren't endings, but signals. They are reminders that you are still in control. Your actions today, whether it's building strength through gentle activity, protecting your sleep with a solid routine, adding flavor to your meals, or reaching out to a friend, can have a powerful impact on how you live these precious years. Longevity is not just about counting years, it's about making them rich with independence, dignity, and joy. I would love to hear from you. Which of the 8 truths we discussed today was the most surprising to you? And what is one small step you are going to take to embrace it? Please leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Your comments mean so much to me. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to Silver and Smart and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Your support helps us create content that informs and inspires. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.